Happy morning, children. Once again, it's my happy privilege to welcome you all for this online class. And today we are going to revise Civics Lesson 1, and the title of our lesson is Equality. Regarding equality, there are two factors involving inequality. That is, two ways of inequality. One is the natural way, and other one is man-made way of inequality. So, what is natural way of inequality? See, for example, even though we have two eyes, two legs, two hands, two ears, one nose, and even though we all human beings are similar in many physical things, but we have dissimilarities also. So, some of the dissimilarity factors are we have different colors, our body shapes are of different sizes, we are in different height, and also we have different talents. Some of them are more knowledgeable, some of the human beings are with less knowledge. So these are some of the factors which uh, which are the causes for inequality among human beings. So this is the natural way of inequality. And the other way of inequality is man-made inequality. So what are the some of the factors involving man-made inequalities? See, some of us may belong to different caste, different religion. We may speak different languages, and our economical condition may be different. Some may be rich, some may be poor, some may be middle class, and ability, some may have a higher ability, some may study well, score high marks, some may not study well, some become weak. So these are some of the inequalities made by man. So these are the two important factors which we must know about equality. That is, there are two important factors involving in equality. One is natural, another one is man made. Okay, now let's move on to the next topic. What is equality? So, what is equality? Equality is ensuring individuals or groups that are not treated differently or less favorably on the basis of specific protected characteristics, including areas of race, gender, disability, religion or belief, sexual orientation, and age. So, equality is making sure any individual or group of people that they should not be treated in different way or uh, given less favor because of their character or areas of race, the race they belong, or gender, male or female, or about their disability or the religion they belong, or the kind of belief they have, or their sexual orientation, or because of their age. So this is called equality. So according to Professor Lasky, he gives definition for the term equality, and he says equality does not mean identity of treatment, the sameness of reward. It means, first of all, absence of social privilege. On the second, it means that adequate opportunities are laid upon to all. So he gives the two important factors. One is absence of social privilege. So there should not be any privileges, any favors given to some specific people. There should be absence of social privilege to one group. The second factor is adequate opportunities are laid upon to all. So often equal opportunities should be given to all. So this is the statement given by the Professor Lasky about equality. Let's move on to the next topic. Some of the importances of equality. So the first category of importance of equality is no matter what caste they belong, or what color they have, or what gender they belong, or what race or what country they belong, no matter about their background, but all human beings are equal. So this is the first importance of equality. And the second one is, we have some fundamental rights regarding equality. uh, regard, such as liberty and equality. So these types of fundamental rights, they should not be only followed in theory, they should be implemented practically also. Even though there are laws regarding equality, in many places in our country, in some of the villages, even today inequality is practiced. So we not only have to uh, have in the written records, we must apply it in our life also. The next topic is kinds of equalities. So there are four important kinds of equality. First one is social equality, civil equality, political equality, and finally gender equality. So what is social equality? So all the citizens have equal status in the society. See, for example, if you go to a public park, okay, in public park there will be many children playing items. There may be seesaws, okay, slide, uh, and many more things. So each and every children surrounding that park, they have equal rights to have access over all the playing items in the park. Not only rich people or not only high people are allowed to play in the park. It is equal, and it was given to every citizens of India. So this is called social equality. And also, if you are going to book ticket for your travel journey, and if you see a long queue, so what is our responsibility? We have to follow the queue, no matter you are rich or poor. Sometimes rich people, they do not follow the queue. They may bribe the authorities, and they may bypass the queue. So these are all social inequalities which should be abolished. So uh, social equality is equal status to each and every citizens of our country. So the next category is civil equalities. That is uh, our equal rights. So before law, each and every one of us equal. There is no superior people or there is no inferior people. There is no rich or poor. There is no caste or creed in before, in front of law, or in front of um, in the in front of our constitution. So this is the civil equality. That is, all are equal before the law. And the next one is political equality. So all the countries which follow democratic system, that is leaders elected by voting system, they practice political equalities. That is, all the citizens of the country, they have rights to vote. They can hold any public office, or they can even criticize the government. Okay, so these are the political rights of each and every citizen. They have right to vote, and they can have control over any public offices. They can organize any public offices, and also they can criticize the government. If the government goes against the law, against the um, equality, they have rights to raise their voice against the government. And all the citizens of a country have equal rights and opportunity to participate in the political life also. So there is one common term called as UAF, that is Universal Adult Franchise. That is, when a citizen reaches the age of 18, he has all the rights to be a man of that country, a citizen of that country. He has the right to vote, and also he has the right to uh, question the happenings in the country. And moreover, India is the first country which gave right for women to vote. So previously in other countries there were no voting system for women, only men can vote. But during the year 1952, India is the first country which gave rights for the women to vote. And moreover, if any person reaches the age of 25, they have rights to participate or compete in the government related postings. So these are the some of the factors regarding the political equality. And the next one is gender equality. So women were considered weak and they were placed secondary in position to men. Okay, so uh, in the past years, women were not given equal rights. They were even not given rights to study also. And even they were denied with the rights for property. Only men can own properties, so no property were handled to women. So these were the factors which involved in the gender inequality. But today everything changed. So women were given equal rights with the men, and they have to be given equal opportunities, and all the resources should be shared among men and women. So this is a factor about gender equality. So the next topic is human dignity. So what is mean by dignity? It is a self respect. So there are some categories, some things which importance should be given to a normal human beings. There are some basic laws we have to follow regarding a human being, that is called human dignity. So you have to show respect to other human beings. If if you disturb any human being, say for example, if you are raising the volume and it is a disturbance to the nearby citizen, so you are disrespecting the dignity of a human being. So this should not be practiced. So every human being are considered with a special type of dignity. They must be respected in all terms. Their thoughts also should be taken into consideration. If there are any problems with others, those problems should be rectified in a peaceful manner. So the next topic is equal opportunity and education. So all the citizens of our country should have similar chances to receive education. So this is one of the uh, informations of the law. All the citizens of the country have equal rights to receive education. Nobody should be restricted from education. It is against the law. And they should have similar opportunities to develop their personality. So they, in all the fields, they should be given equal opportunities in all the fields of development. And if we treat equality, we can earn respect and dignity. So only if you treat others with equality, you will be given equal rights. Okay. The next topic is equality in Indian Constitution. So almost all the constitution of countries in the world have guaranteed equalities. So for India, there are five articles. From articles 14 to 18, it gives informations, it gives laws regarding equality in our constitution. Article 14 guarantees to all people equality before law. So, according to Article 14, all human beings are equal before law. There is no special privileges for high class or poor or abled or disabled. And Article 15 deals with the prohibition of discrimination. So, it prohibits, so it resists treating people in different way. Okay, discrimination is treatment of people in different way, so it prohibits, it denies. And Article 16 provides equal opportunity in matters of public employment. So in public employment, government employment, all human beings should be, all citizens should be given equal opportunities. There is no extra privileges for some class people. And according to Article 17, it abolishes the practice of untouchability. So, untouchability was common in the past years. Okay, so this Article 17 abolishes the practice of untouchability. And finally, according to Article 18, it abolishes the titles conferred to citizens. So the titles of human beings, titles with caste names, or some extra privileged names. So those types of names should be were removed according to the Article 18. So finally, what are some of the ways through which we can promote equality? So there are 6 ways given. How can we promote equality? So the first way is treating all people fairly. Second one is creating an inclusive culture. So there you should have an inclusive culture, that is a culture which involves all human beings. Then ensuring equal access to opportunities. So all the people should be given equal opportunity in every field, and enabling to develop full potential. So we must make sure to develop full potential among all people. Making laws and policies. So more laws and policies should be made regarding equality. And finally, education. So education uh, gives equal rights to education gives knowledge, and knowledge brings the awareness about all are equal. So these are some of the ways to promote equality among the citizens of India. So with this topic, our revision completes. Okay children, we'll meet in the next class. See you, bye.